So this is a quick little video on using your calculator to evaluate trig functions. So if I have cosine of 30 degrees, that's no problem because I have the unit circle in my head. And I know that if I go 30 degrees around the circle, it forms a 30-69 triangle. And I know that cosine is that horizontal side. So this would have to be rad 3 over 2. However, if I wanted to know what the cosine of 32 degrees is, I'm in trouble. Because even though just like a 30-degree angle, there is a triangle that is 32, 58, 90. And it has a certain ratio, but neither you nor I have memorized that ratio. So I cannot do this off the top of my head. So that's what your calculator is for. So in this case, you grab your calculator. And if you look at it closely, there's a cosine button on there somewhere. You don't want the cosine. You don't want this guy. You want just cosine. So you hit the cosine button. And it usually gives you cosine parenthesis. And then you're, of course, going to type 32 in there. But there is no degrees button or anything like that. So, so you have to tell your calculator whether you're putting degrees or radians in. And that has to do with mode. So if you find the mode button on your calculator, somewhere in the mode button, there is a place to that gives you the choice between radians or degrees. So in this case, because I'm putting degrees in, I want to be in degree mode. And so if you're doing this with me, you could type in cosine, make sure you're in degree mode, type in 32, hit equal, and I got approximately 0.848048, etc., etc., etc. Likewise, same thing I do with sine. If I'm doing sine of 43 degrees, again, I want to make sure I'm in degree mode. So then I would type in sine of 43, enter, and I get 0.681, So now, let's say that I want to find out tangent. And this time of pi over 6. Oh, well, that's a friendly angle, so I can do that. So let's do a different one. Let's do like 1.364. And that's in radians. So then I got to go to my calculator, go to the mode, and switch to radians now instead of degrees. Go back out, find the tangent button, and then type in 1.364. Press enter. And I get approximately 4.76654. Or let's say I want to do the cosine of pi over 5. That's not a friendly angle. So I hit the cosine, make sure I'm in radian mode, because this is radians. Then I hit cosine, and I would just grab the little pi button, divided by 5. Press enter, and I get approximately 0.80901, etc., etc. Now, one other thing to make it clear, if I'm asked to find the secant of 25 degrees, let's say, well, generally there's no secant button on your calculator. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to type in 1 divided by, and then cosine of 25 degrees. And if I do that, 1 divided by cosine, whoops, I didn't switch my degree mode. Whoops, I almost messed up there. So now I'm back to degrees, right? So I got to go down to switch back over to degrees. So I can quit. Now I can type in cosine of 25, and it'll know that I'm in degrees. Press enter, and I get a approximately 1.10337, etc. Okay, so that's a quick little lesson on doing trigonometry with your calculator. We are moving towards a place where we're going to have to do that. So, and definitely in homework 3, you have to do that a little bit. So, you want to practice that, and this is a great opportunity for you to try it and make sure you're getting the right answers. And if you're having some trouble and can't figure it out, send me an email. We can talk. Okay.